Amanfo a wɔn mfa wɔn running mate mbra mfa wɔn running mate mbre yabo wɔn abo Mahama de yɛbɔ na baswa na pe wetumi yi ne ti ɔde ne running mate aba sisi a akaye papa Bawumia ɛna aka akonta madamfo Donald Trump anape yɛkɔbɔ ne punu mu ebisa ne sɛ na Trump han ne bɛyɛ wɔ running mate a Donald Trump reportedly said he is not impressed with any of the 4 runners for the vice president as he evaluates candidates' loyalty and ideology. Donald Trump is so far nipa dodo a wa consider wo mo say obefo mo say running mate no still on twin mobia. Yeah, Donald Trump has said none of the current 4 runners for vice president impress him. He weighs up candidates on their loyalty and even dress sense. Papa bi yeso uskapa na obi eni say Donald Trump be fa ne say running me. Donald Trump say ono de nka woye but in entire shemu no enfata no so be di nechi say oye running mate. But asemo a nipa bebre bi say obi a waye mampeni da na wo say abepre mampeni dibre wo say Mahama Obaye senko be premampeni or the vice baye. Amfa no oba biom no or the same vice no de aba. Ne ebisa Donald Trump say wo de kra de waye mampeni. Tumi no bibi kakra ne baye patri free wo nsa ho. Nti ade na wo mfa wo vice no emba biom. Ene yesi bo. Wo kaye ade a Donald Trump ne vice president ne de ye no eye Mike Pence. Mike Pence and Donald Trump the president ne vice fe twaka bi amba wo montem e free 2017 de kopem 2021 na eda ye to aba no ena ekoba se na wo munjindi omudim se den a 8 years na de omoko e kire ye hwe ye na se abato no ehun sunsuaso a eba no na che se Donald Trump o lose nti Donald Trump ka kire se ke se apasie ye kese a eyema do fochie results a ebe kase da bibi atochema wo ho na bogu ana se kase mewini obi anje chim Mike Pence say mentumi nye. Can you imagine say yato aba na wo vice president onka bi mawo na de wo say ba power woni ne nyina na eba power. Mike Pence say menye. I don't know how you look at it as a betrayal. Donald Trump efa telephone eka Mike Pence say you are too honest and you have been of great disservice. Mike Pence say we show me pa obi amafa o say vice president ya to aba to no say ne eko no aba na ye de ba no ne sese wo ya ne say wo beka say aba to no ehun sunsuanso ne enko yie enwoma mienu bogu si enfa nkonko kan biom ana say kase ehun sunsuanso e baaye no me Donald Trump me wini. Mike Pence say yewra me ntumi nya ne sa say ampania pa say dia pa say Mike Pence wundi asemi mame say me batumi mu amene wina na eba no ampania pa Mike Pence anya ne nchina eno ne kofa so a Donald Trump ka say Mike Pence no he should be hanged and a day to trust him be ba January 6 so be kai na enti sisi ya no Donald Trump ehunu be pe enti na aboa serwa ojeje ne ba no aye den ofa vice a wo hunu bi pen o pe vice a se asem bi ba ne vice no eyini ma ebreko oso asum ye ode okay mama ma last one emom Russia for pa abo King Charles o ma bo no wuto ananye sa na e ka no obi a wonwu ye na wo so wewu endra enimbre ewo Russia news site and the associated social media accounts, they reported that the king has died at the age of 75 as a result of cancer complication. And I'm so am a British embassy in Moscow. They've issued furious denial after Russian media shared fake statements claiming King Charles has passed away. Sanyebia sa asamono wonsa kan bi say UK this year King Charles and Russia media omo blast omo de petin enti Russia man mu de un say asembone e fast Russia man mu de omo ate say UK this year eye King Charles we free mu asemu yi no kure bie nim bebia mambo breaker me ho be kire me ntimi de wesi nyame ya domo a ochina the latest me de bebere bye
Peace FM, station with a vision. 104.3. Peace FM, 104.3. Peace FM.
Peace 104.3 FM Sunny. Ebusia aka sema edwenenum na premo atu. Baby yidru no ye de asida be ma boafo na afia na pe mi ne wa che brief message bi na pe mi gidie se senia ewiem asia ye cool saa no bia na wa choke wo one corner din ebi so afie kura na wo ba krom se wo drive na wo de we feed na to Peace FM ha ana pe nia wa ye no eso ye nipa onyame nhira wo se wo drive na ye ho donti wo de we feed na to ha empa ya me bo ama wo ne se onyankopon fa wo nkoduru bebia wo ko bia asomdwe mu wo koduru susu anamontuo bia obetuo bia enne no enwie nkunimdie ma wo ewo Yesu din mu ana pe die enkra e free high sense amede bremu eye aseda nkoto wo se Ghana ye 67th independence anniversary nintino high sense ne pese krom de kakra ene ye se eja sene ewiemu ayeshi yenye refrigerator promo inti started from the 8th of March and the car say ye be wie endura 18th March yen ye car say ye ton na mu chese ahokeka mo de betugu ye nyoma so toye no yetumi hunu say high sense Ghana for magia tum papa inti na pede ye bedamose say sometimes say yetete obi o wa otumi tete na nyoma so free crapon crofon kofa but high sense promotion ye nyanya na de yenya kan nyoma no crapon no esantem chen da ye ka said we bewie ye nchana pedie ye damo ase ne ye koso a hye bobo se ye de nyoma pa besom mo na ya sen ye bosha ye hye se woto ade free ye nchen a ye ma 5 years manufacturer defect warranty no ye be koso a ye saa de amamu ntimo so mon koso na mo fa moni ntumo ye so bibia wo hia bia home appliances bia na kai se high sense we are the best electronic brand afei edwumeku a etoso mienu eye skakrabia nyame adaroma ne momoa yenya infie du best point savings and loans we say your dream is our business and afei insurance edwumeku ye ba ye nche ye na Ghana for ye damu ase sisi ya dia woko DVL ya obi etwa insurance a ose me pe best assurance nti wo so anapei enne abri bia wo insurance be ye due woko DVL ne eduru se wo ye wo insurance a kese wo pe best assurance we say your protection is always assured 22 to the top of the hour anapei. The Lord has burdened me with a message that I want to share with you. It's a message entitled, On What Grounds Are You Standing? On what grounds are you standing? On Christ alone, the solid ground I stand. All other grounds is sinking sand. What is your hope built on? Because my hope is built on nothing less. On Christ, the solid ground I stand. All other grounds is sinking sand. Sa in some way me can ye minim se wunim se eyenyum. Eyenyum bia abrantie bi ne din e de Edmond Mote. Edmond Mote. Your friend say oh you great songwriter. But then we hwe pa Edmond Mote. Ochro enyum ba ko pe. Hwenyum tuni a wachro nyum ba ko pe. But do say Edmond Mote, or churo nyom ba ko pe. His only song that he composed in 1834, 190 years after, we still cherish this song so much. Now, a brief history. Edmund Mote, oko asori, obi a usano, no de da bontin, na da kro, oko jina asori dan yechi, and we preaching bi, and we say, Jesus Christ could take away all the fears of his life and give him the peace of heart and mind that he has always longed and desired. What is asamwi or the share na kuma mu say so fa Yesu Kristo a Yesu Kristo betumi amana asomdwe na weyi ehu nyina ewo ne mu. Odidi mu a obeye carpenter apprentice edwumadin mu ono asa kasa benya ne carpentry shop. Na dakura wona mu a woko ne carpentry shop no. So bu kompon efri da wote nyamesem no obi anka wodeda bontin na sisi a wonya ne carpentry shop okọ adwuma no ena oto sa anyum yi say, I don't have a good voice. My hope is built on nothing. My hope is built on nothing else. On Christ, the solid rock, I stand. All other grounds is sinking sand. Beloved, my hope is built on nothing less. It's in reference to the parable found in Matthew chapter 7 from 24 to 27 of the wise and foolish builders. Jesus said, as I say to you this morning, anyone who listens to my teachings and follow it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock. The rain came, the streams rose, the wind blew and beat against that house, yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds on a sand. The rain came, the streams rose, the wind blew, beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. You must be aware that very soon, everything in your life will be shaken so that the unshakable may remain. Wodofo a wotie mi anape message amede bae ne se esese wo hunu se enche endi bribi bibia ewo wabra bomu no yebe woso saade no ema ade a ye woso a enwoso no eno nko a ene begina enye me masem. It's according to Hebrew 12:27. God, the creator of heaven and earth, says, all creations will be shaken and removed, so that only unshakable things will remain. This morning, I want you to sincerely ask yourself, should everything in your life be shaken, what will remain? And I pay. Meda say so nyame aka wakoma wutie me ewa supem me pese eni die mu a me bisa wo ho se ennyoma ewo wabra bomu no sa nya bia ya wo so bibia ewo wabra bomu a eden ene begina. If you think you are popular, if you think you have a lot of followers, if everything in your life is shaken, are you sure your popularity and the people you think you have followed? You see, if your position, if your title, if your houses, what you boast of, if they are shaken and taken away, what will remain? Some of you, if your Facebook account or your TikTok account is taken from you, what will remain of you? Can I tell you something? Some people are so poor, all they have is money and power. Ebimu wo hwa womu ye hiafo se ade a womu wa sika eni tumi pe. Se wuyi sika ni tumi efri womu ho a womu nyo bia. Nipa otesa no wo hiani. Na ya na hiafo ye hunu nipa wo ye hiani. Nipa wo ye hiani eni nipa wuyi sika eni tumi efri no ho a wonyo bia biom. Yeah. That is why some people, they have money. They won't give it out. Do you know why? Because they know when they give their money out and they don't have money, no one will respect them. Yeah, ne here for being TSC say iskafo wiska. so bisa na oma onim se sika na owo no eno ne bibia se sika ni ne ho a obi ambu ni biom hwe da wonyame ase se wote se me na wonni hwe nanso ebusuafo do wo mado o adamfofo kakra. It is an asset and is genuine. Let me repeat. Thank God if you have nothing, but your family loves you, your children love you, and you have few friends. It is an asset and it is genuine. I want to share some piece of advice as well as a word of caution before I bring my message to an end this morning. So we a young man, we a young woman, we a young boy, we a young girl. Now maybe you are young and your parents are very rich and powerful. I will advise you, be humble and seek the Lord. Fear him and worship him. Do not put your trust in who or what your parents are. Trust in the name of the Lord. I'll repeat, to all my children, my nephews, and my nieces listening to me, maybe you are young and your parents are very rich and powerful. This morning, I advise you, be humble and seek the Lord. Fear him and worship him. Don't trust in who or what your parents are. Trust in the name of the Lord. There was a young boy called Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth, na oye odishie ba. Osen eye dachi hene. Na ne papa ene nipa odi ade hair apparent. Ena ne nana ene ohene. That young boy, I don't know how rich you are, but I'm not sure you have a servant to yourself. Ebi amo me servant na dia omosom wo papa na omosom wo ka ho. But Mephibosheth no, ono ankasa Mephibosheth no, his servant had 20 servants and 15 children. Mephibosheth, if you think you are dadaba, Mephibosheth, dachi hene no nipa osom no. Sa nipa no wo nkrofo aduenu a wo mosom no. But just one day, Mephibosheth woke up. Before they could give him a royal breakfast, his father and grandfather were killed in the battle at Mount Gilboa. Suddenly, that royal prince, he had to run for his dear life. And in the haste, in panic, his nurse dropped him and he became a cripple. Wadi ye kum mi nana ni ye kum me papa kura jame na me ame hustle kakra wa say jame ho abofom e ma mabeye bafan. A sudden change within 24 hours. Mephibosheth, if you are young and you are listening to me, don't trust so much in certain things, because when it is shaken, you'll be surprised what will remain. Someone said they may describe Mephibosheth. Dachi hene ne papa ye prince onu obedi ade dachi ne nana yo hene sorry anapada kura within 24 hours bibia sesai. Secondly, don't over rely on your intellectual capacity. Obi o ha wonim say no matter what ejuma we kura ye yimi edia me wo certificates, me wo degree, me CV, me yito ho a me no me obi a betumi create nyoma share in history. The counsel of Ahithophel is unmatched. The counsel, when we talk about intellectual capacity, the counsel of Ahithophel is unmatched. But just at the petition of David, God turned Ahithophel's counsel into foolishness. When who professor awa bodamda, when who be awa bene, because school me sa some way kramenka. They were literature teacher be. Ewa academy. Wabiama ema legis eno de ba classroom. Wesi woni mu ade pa onyankopon de ne nsa kan wadwene ne ketwa bia. You see, upon all your achievements and your mansions, you cannot compare them to Babylon, what Nebuchadnezzar was able to build. So wesi wo ye tycoon, na wo tie mi anape ya, wo mansions a wesi se no. Won't to me fan to Babylon. A Nebuchadnezzar onu usiye. What's what been? wosu we japade bebre se wo yare wadwene mu a wo ka se doctor bi betumi asa wo yare wo wadwene mu bia wo ye fit wo ska wo bibia but bisa wo ho se Nyankopɔn de ne nsa ka wadwene adwene na nkasa no hwan na betumi yaye wadwene ho adwuma memo bia na ada o umbo odam ntia ese wo ye wo doctor bi obetumi ebie wadwene mu waye wo de abodam na hwe se doctor ne betumi aye amawa Nebuchadnezzar Nyankopɔn de ne nsa ka na adwene ketewa bi ɔsen connect wire no Daniel chapter 4 verse 34 Nebuchadnezzar ka say at the end of that time I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes towards heaven, and my sanity was restored. Then I praised the Most High, I honored and glorified him who lives forever. And Nebuchadnezzar said, all the people of the earth are counted as nothing. You see, yemu bi wo ho. Ejapadia yape ediegu ho no. Enya dia ye betumi edi ewie ye nananum nyina betumi bebedibi. But let me remind you that in the course of one day Job received 4 messages. Satan na WhatsApp any SMS messages in Mayu. But in the course of one day Job received 4 messages, each bearing separate news. His livestock, in these days, real estate and investment, his servants, his capital, and 10 children, they were all dead. Sane we are here, Job, one day, Bibia Ekoye. Finally, the parable of the rich fool. He has secured so much to give him a comfortable future. In Luke chapter 12:19, he said, I will say to myself, self, you have done well. You have many goods laid up many years to come. Rest, eat, drink, and enjoy life. But God said to him, you fool, your life will be taken from you today. Sometimes you know adia chia wuni ni obedi. But what can I say provisions any ejapadia wa pegu ho wo bank account ena Nyankopon behwe so say we megya no a onko sresre obi aduane enye enwema wo gu ho that will determine your longevity. I have brought my message to an end. Now, having heard all that I've said, I want to ask you again, on what grounds are you standing? In what have you put your trust in? In your intellect, in your position, in your possession, in your wealth, in your mansions? Psalm 20 verse 7 says, some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. They are brought to their knees and fall, but we rise up and stand firm. Amen. Ole noku. Noko ba happen. Ni eba ha ni me ba helishi. Ake no ni amedwani amedomono. Je noko ni. Ma wiele kun ye gami. Eche koyin ba foshi. Inka noko ba happen. Eba ha ni me ba helishi. Na me ba na ake no ni amedwani amedomono. Je noko ni. Oje ni odomonoko no. Ko odomo numo kenumo wie mo no. Obenoko no odomono kala ko he onu. Oradon.
Peace FM. Station with a vision. 104.3. Peace FM. Peace FM. 104.3. Peace FM.
Ebusuya adeachi aka sima enson na premoatu Peace 104.3 FM sunia. Ebusuya yebeda si bebre se ye ho donti no wefidie eda so eda ha. Mewo commercials kakra bia wadaro ma mede tu enim na ye hyase a mede wo call VPL Concrete Limited. Me pacho anape we ni die mu a obi a wusi dan. Kane no na nke bia o forma bebe gina ho se ye fa cement 20 bags a ye de ahwea half trip any insuo 20 buckets ena ye de be fra. Ya hwechire sam obehwe na edan no akoye bibie wo ho sisi ade animdi aba inti no tie ekwan a se wo si dan ana se wo ye project bia obetumi afaso. What kind of concrete do you use in your construction products? Is your concrete scientifically tested and certified as concrete with integrity and strength? Speak to VPL Concrete Limited, a leading provider of ready-mix concrete, that is RMC. You can say RMC, a general say ready-mixed concrete. Let's just say what site hono. Se wo be ye adwuma bia na wa ma ya ba be hwe ye de nimdie afa ho saa ntino da wo be ye adwuma no se bia 5 o'clock ahmache anasa 6 o'clock ahmache a ye ba ye de ready mixed concrete and ye de ba waso ye ho. VPL provides you with laboratory mixed and industrially engineered concrete for every construction project. So, are you building a residential unit or an office block? Is it a single story or multi-story building? Are you constructing drains, columns, foundations, slabs, or walls? Then look no further. Speak to VPL for technical advice and timely delivery of your concrete, whatever you're building. Contact VPL Concrete Limited on these numbers. That is 054 321 2226. That is 054 321 2226 or 050 333 3770. You can visit our website at www.vplconcrete.com. VPL Concrete Limited is proudly Ghanaian. VPL, we don't disappoint. At least Obenya wa somdwe kakra ena former say me say 100 bucks. And so by day for mobile no say former boa o me say 80 bucks. Ena cement ye de begu ho obi ewie bi. Na sa nyoma nyina site ho nsam doso. Hey, site ho nsam doso pa. Into VPL de abeboa. Cause e be former say me use 100 bucks. By day for mobile so say cement ye use ye na 80 bucks. Wokasi yenko kan cement papers no so aboy obi koko be pai we di atwa no pa no wo frɛ VPL fo a ye behwe edwuma a wo be ye no a anapa no na ye de ready mixed concrete na ye de abrɛw ebusua anapɛ asoma me be som mo no me de mu esi ora jedu em sɛ enuoma bi ka kire kakra nti wa wonim sɛ wo ye me papa ora jedu wa chana pa metwa wo shine kama pa why